have y'all ever walked people through like the story of y'all's marriage or relationship? And he said that you guys have talked about it kind of like in parts, but I said it'd be really good to kind of like really walk people through like your story.
Okay, let's do it.
So he was like, you think of somebody interviewing us? And I was like, I mean, I think it'd be cool. And so we decided to like come up with some questions. And then I asked him if there was anything like off limits.
Oh no, we don't care.
And so, and then he wanted to talk about like, oh, we're gonna spill the tea called Tulsa Tea Party. And I'm like, he was hell bent on freaking tea party.
His brain thinking about school when he got taught about the Boston Tea Party, so he calling it.
And so he's like just hell bent on like tea party. And so he was supposed to come up with questions, and I was supposed to come up with questions. I wanted to see the questions.
Oh, I was not included in the questions in the plan.
You're in the middle.
No, it's okay.
No. We ain't gonna get to all these anyway, so
She doesn't want to know what.
Yeah, I like to be surprised.
If your partner gained 100 pounds. Oh, so
I asked Marcus before we stopped.
And if your partner gained 100 pounds and lost the ability to have sex, how would you feel about it?
Terrible. Absolutely.
Marcus didn't even let me.
This has nothing to do specifically with your story.
Terrible.
This is why I asked him to come prepared, because I knew it was going to be off the wall.
I knew you would be prepared just for the track, and now these questions to take us off if we need to be taken off.
This is girl be so depressed.
Okay.
It brings me joy. That means I bring you joy.
Who's more dramatic when they're sick? This is. Have you ever tried to get it?
Come on over here, man.
You ever tried to get it on, and one of y'all immediately fell up? Pastor John, where did you pull this out your ass?
Because he'll do it.
You didn't take this seriously.
No, he is. Because he'll do that. He'll take a real big game and be like, let me hold you. I'll be like, nigga.
First of all, we're getting old.
He be acting like he just got drugs sometimes. I'll be like, so look, he gonna wake up in the morning talking about, I thought we both fell asleep. How? Nigga, you asleep before you could see if I was asleep.
Okay. So we'll use some of these. Okay, so we'll use some of these as like a sprinkle of funny. Because mine is.
Oh, you got some TT?
No, I don't have any tea. But no, for real, all serious, you could probably cut this out. If there is an area that we hit where y'all like, I didn't plan. Okay, I didn't plan on talking about that. Oh, even for anybody in the room, y'all can just give me like a pineapple or like.
I'm gonna just say pineapple.
Or like,
pineapples.
Or like,
answer it.
Yeah.
Or be like,
you can edit it.
Yeah. Well, just even for anybody here, be like, oh nigga, I know we can go in there. Like,
damn. Well, Keegan must ask some good questions.
No, I don't have any good questions, but if it's authentic conversation.
I feel like I'm looking down at you because I'm sitting up on this.
But if it's authentic conversation, I don't want it to be like, ooh, like one of y'all start tearing up or something. Like, ooh, nigga, we going to a birthday party. I know he's prepared.
No, that's fine, crime.
Am I high? Who's higher?
No. I'm higher, right? That's what I'm saying. Get over it. We got to be on the same cushion. This cushion doesn't get as much. Where is this one?
Now.
Did not come down now, Marcus.
Okay.
I gotta make sure I'm ready.
Lord, a little bit of something.
Oh God.
Okay, so I'm super excited.
Our story. I remember our story.
No,
you have to remember your story.
Whew.
Okay.
You don't remember. What are you doing?
Sure. It's gonna take mine in.
Okay. Since you're remembering your story, which one of you guys orgasmed first?
You talking about normal? Oh, the first time?
Yes. Right there.
That's a long 18 years, girl. That's a lot.
Dig for the audience.
I was prepared.
We all want to know.
Because one of my good
feel
brothers.
Like me.
Because one of my brothers told me you gotta when you first time you fall off in it, he got to.
I was nervous that he was gonna be first. That's probably what kept him from being first.
What you said. I heard horror stories about that.
Okay, so which one of y'all have the most sexual partners? Yeah, I figured.
You want to know why she said she figured?
Because we fight like that though. No, but I knew that anyway, just because
They told me I would lose my anointing.
Oh, nobody ever told me that, so I had a great time.
You know. But for you, okay, since we're talking about it, since we're already at this bridge, like, have you come to a place where you appreciate that, or do you feel some type of way about that?
Good.
This is a good.
question.
Come on, this is a Tulsa Tea Party. Nobody laughed when I said it.
Because you gonna keep saying it.
I think that. So I was talking to one of my brothers the other day. Anytime a woman can got all these tricks and she can do she learned it from somewhere.
You can also be self-taught. But go ahead.
Yeah, but the classroom of somebody else is better than it. But ask your initial question again.
Because she has more sexual partners and experience, how does that feel for you?
Initially, it was a problem because I wanted to know who was better, who put
that is true.
Oh yeah, I need to know who's better, I need to know because I need to compare. I needed to compare the record.
He was like, "Where do I measure size, girth?"
Come on, I need to know it all.
Girl, how many times? Like what? I don't bring no tape measure.
And how many times a day was y'all getting it in? Because I need to know, who's comparing notes.
He was comparing notes.
So initially, yeah, I was like, okay, hold on, was that many? Do I know them? Have I seen them? What he look like? Did he treat you right?
Did you really care about whether or not he treated her right, or did you just really care about like the actual sex?
Yeah, the first few questions. Not the last. I had to sprinkle some.
Now, did you ask the same set of questions?
No, I didn't care.
She never.
So why did you not care? Like, why was
that was not for me. Like, I feel like when you get in a relationship with somebody, you're in that relationship with them, and you know that they have a past. And so for me, when I come into a relationship, I'm choosing to come in like fully, and it doesn't really matter what your past was unless it's directly affecting us. So like, they would have started acting out or like doing something weird, then I would have been like, okay, wait, what did that last girl do to you? You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. But I just didn't.
She didn't. She was sitting there looking blank. Like, I was like, do you have any questions? No.
So him having less sexual partners means what for you?
I don't think it means anything. I think for me, the only thing that I ever wondered for him was like, are you going to feel fulfilled because you haven't really been able to like go play like you would want to? Because he was like afraid. You know, it wasn't like he couldn't have had it. He was like afraid. Like some of the stories he's told me, like where people was like begging, he's like, no, I'm going to lose my anointing. I'm like, why you didn't just knock it back? I don't get it.
Man, I'm talking about.
So like as an adult, you know, fully understanding who Christ is and, you know, completely comfortable in his relationship with God, he sees his past completely different. So for me, that was really my only question. Like, you can be good. Like forever is a long time.
I saw people get sat down.
See, I wasn't in church like that to know that kind of stuff. I wouldn't even know if somebody was sat down. I just wouldn't have. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know church, politics, and all of that stuff. I just didn't. So I would have never known if somebody was being reprimanded. I wouldn't have looked at anybody any differently. I just wouldn't have known. And then when people did tell you about stuff, I was just like, okay. Oh, the drummer got so-and-so pregnant. Okay, what's that have to do with me? Like, I'm like, people get pregnant every day. So I just saw all of that so different than he saw it. So I think that was the biggest thing. So I think he thought that I was going to have like a level of judgment for him for his past. And I'm like, okay.
When my mother got pregnant with me, she stood before the church and told them, she was like 4 months, and told them, hey, listen, I know I direct the choir, but I got knocked up. I'm carrying with child. Please forgive me. So it was like a big thing.
Like a big to-do.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Why is it anybody's business? Okay, I'm not going to go down the rabbit trail today.
Come on, that was last episode.
But this segues into my next question, because I don't know if y'all ever covered this.
Oh, okay.
What is the foundation of y'all's relationship and or marriage? What are like 2 or 3 things that y'all would say is in the foundation of y'all's marriage?
As corny as it sounds, God, because we literally John found me at a super like open and vulnerable place in life. Like I was really just like digging as deep as I could to find out who and what God was. Cause I was like, you know how you know something but you don't know it? And I was like, I know it's something more to church than these little 3 songs and, you know, somebody standing up talking for a while. And I just kept feeling like this pull. So I just started like investigating for myself, like reading for myself and really studying and trying to learn. And he found me in the midst of that. So in a sense, he kind of like set me free from the traditional box of church that I knew and kind of like showed me more. But also the only reason why I married him is because I really felt like God wanted me to. So that's why I would say God is in the foundation. Because outside of God, like if I would have known he was a pastor and all those things, it would have been like, nah, no, he'll know.
Was like good looking to you?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
Oh,
I ain't gonna deal with all that stuff. There's a whole lot of good looking people in the world.
And so God and what else?
For him, it would be his sexuality. Because the first thing he noticed about me was my butt.
What camera do I need to point at? It was your beauty and your booty.
God, sexuality.
Yeah, let's see. And I would say friendship, because we talked a lot. Like we did a lot of talking, and we talked about like any and everything, and we were so goofy with each other, and we would watch movies and play Wii. Like we just were big kids, which we were young anyways. Like I was 21, he had just turned 22, so literally that's what we would do. We would get food, watch movies, play the Wii, and talk.
And did y'all stumble across each other? Wouldn't you like at a car wash?
That's part of it. That was after the first date. But he got invited to a women's conference at the church that I currently attend.
Can we just pause right here?
No, not yet. He got invited to a women's conference. Emphasis on women's conference, and he's a man. But anyways, that was where it's me. He got invited to a women's conference by one of the musicians, and I didn't even know he was there. And we had a mutual friend. So we both knew Brittany, and she was like, oh, one of my friends, what's your number? I'm like, who? She was like, he was there in the back. I was on the front row. I never saw him that whole time. And so we ended up finding out that we kind of had multiple friends that were alike, and we had even been some of the same places and hadn't even like noticed it or whatever. But yeah. He was like, yeah, you had those tan pants on with no underwear on. I was like, I did have underwear on, but you were looking way too hard. So number one. For that to be your commentary.
Well, I was at a women's conference.
This guy. Okay. So yeah, that's how we met. But then we didn't even talk that time.
Right.
So the first time we a year later he got invited to the women's conference again and came. Yeah, exactly. And my friend was like, he's really, really a good dude. But I was just in a place where I was like, I'm trying to detox from men because I need to be healthy.
Yeah.
So I just wasn't entertaining anybody. And she was like, oh my God. I was like, you know what? You can tell him to add me on MySpace. And I was like, and we'll just talk there. That's it. I was like, don't give him my number. Don't tell him I'm going on a blind date with him because I'm not making no promises because that's just where I was. But yeah, we did start talking, and and then the first time we were going to actually meet up, he had to play keys for prayer. So I was like, oh, I'll come and pray with you because I'm thinking, I really don't know who you are.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just was like, okay.
That's the thing.
Exactly. So I was like, I don't want to be in no situation.
Listen, that.
With a weirdo.
Yeah.
So I was like, church is the perfect place for us to meet for the first time. So that's where we went. And then we went out to eat after that. And then that's when we ended up at the car wash because his brother, Justin, called and was like, I want to meet her.
He was looking out for me.
And Justin like drilled me like, I mean, what are your intentions with my brother? Like, are you going to treat him right? Are you going to...
At this point to live, because I'm in public, because he could be crazy.
So I was standing there like, oh, God. So I felt 2 emotions in real time. I was like, dang, he really love this guy. Like, he really want to make sure, like, I ain't about to dog him out. And then I was like, but I'm the one way out at this car wash meeting you.
Now with another guy.
Right. Yeah. I'm like, this should speak to my character, the fact that I'm willing to come and meet you. So it was funny, but, you know, Justin is a lover anyways, and he just has always
looking out
looked out for John. Because John is not like no street dude. So, it's like Justin like, no, I need to make sure I ain't about to live
that you ain't about to get dog walked.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about me?
Yes, you.
Wow.
They call her hood quick Britt.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So what was your thought?
That night?
Yeah, while you were in pursuit of her, what were your thoughts? Outside of her having no draws.
Right.
That was number one. So I went to the women's conference to hear live music, but also I'm looking for a wife.
Chick.
Yeah. So
you were looking to actually get married?
Well, I was looking for my next girlfriend. Marriage wasn't
he believes that you're supposed to date to marry. See, that's something that I was also not taught.
You've heard that too?
Yes.
All right, good.
She wasn't taught.
No.
But you've heard it. I just need somebody
that people like date to get married.
Yeah.
But like that wasn't like a thing.
So I went.
He be thinking I'm the anomaly. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I forgot y'all. Yeah. Scouting. Looking.
Yes.
So I saw her that first year. Like she said, I didn't say anything other than our mutual friend to ask if she knew her. Mm-hmm. The second year I saw her, we passed each other in the hallway of this convention center. Mm-hmm. And she had this real RBF. She was just walking this. And I was like, she don't look really nice. Like, if you said...
That was the first year.
No, that was the second year.
I know it was the first year because I was irritated because my boyfriend wouldn't stop going on my phone. So I left early like, dude, what is it?
That face right there.
I was like, no. What is he doing?
No. So I thought she was cute. She was red.
The fact that y'all are like reliving this one.
Man,
I saw myself walking down the hall. I was like, why was you walking so hard? I was like, oh, what? Girl, I got in my car. I was going on.
I was like, I don't think she's nice.
I don't think she's nice.
I need a nice girl.
And we're adult.
Yeah, I don't need no drama. Whatever you got going on, leave that over there. I'm a nice guy. So,
but he still came back there next year. That's all I got to say.
Because you didn't have on the draws. I did though. That's crazy.
The word was so good.
Oh, okay.
I remember that. I can tell you who spoke that.
Yeah, tell us who spoke that night.
Doctor.
And what was the message about?
I don't remember the message.
But it was so good.
Dr. Yvonne Capehart. Both years in a row, I was like, I'm coming back to hear that woman of God. And see, a little red is there.
There you go.
He was there.
A whole year later.
Had her Bible.
Okay, whatever.
Her and mom was standing side by side. Twin Towers. So I was hopeful, but I kind of was reserved just because of her initial
Because the first year, how crazy
presentation. I was like, is she good? So she's good. She's cool. She's good people. So I took the jump, and I'm glad I did. But initially, I was really like, she cute, but all that. I saw that underneath there.
Y'all said God, friendship, and what was the third one?
Would it be appeal or sexuality?
Sexuality. Okay, so those are the three things that are in the foundation of what y'all have built. So how do y'all like maintain those three things that y'all have built?
I would say conversation, constant conversation around all three. Sometimes like needs or some of those areas, they'll fluctuate. So like she said, I'll fall asleep. So there may be low season. There may be high stress. Oh, that just tickles you.
You always come back to make.
Oh, come on now. I've just got on some vitamins because your boy be tired at the end of the day. And I be trying not to get on the what you call them, those energy drinks.
Yeah.
So I think that like one of the things that I kind of observe with us versus other couples that we've been around is that like especially the subject of sexuality, that it is taboo in a lot of relationships, not because one or two don't desire it, but it's just the forbiddenness of we shouldn't talk about that. Or if they were raised in a household that sexuality wasn't something that was educated on or talked about, or if they have a religious circle that they came from that just did not talk about it, then in adulthood and in marriage, conversations like that, or conversations around finance. But I think that the subjects that couples struggle with are the subjects that they don't have freedom with talking about. So finding ways to have difficult conversations and to talk them through so to the point that it's not awkward anymore is key. And that took a whole lot of arguments, uncomfortable conversations, mediation. But I would say 18 years later, I'm thankful for all of those hard conversations because it really set us up to be able to have whatever conversation needs to be had around whatever subject and it not be a crippler to our relationship.
And I feel like he didn't know how much truth I could really handle until he tested the theory. And I kept saying, just say like what you feel, what you think. Like it's not a big deal to me, but I'm one of those people, I gotta know what your truth is. Like I can't deal in this like gray area.
Ambiguity.
I want to know what it is. Like, cause even though it may like hurt to hear it or hurt to, look at it, it's still the truth. And the truth to me is like so concrete that you can't fight it. It's like, okay, dang, that kind of hurt to hear it.
I got a prime example of
that.
But it's
true.
So this is a running. Now, when I have this conversation, when we have this conversation around people who don't know that we have this conversation, they kind of like it's morbid. So we have this running conversation of if I die first, how soon, if she would at all get married, how soon after? So she'll give her answer and then she'll ask me, okay, what's your answer if she dies, how soon when I get married? So my speed and her speed are two totally different speeds.
I don't want to get remarried if he ever dies just because it's so much work. Like, I think people feel bad for me when I say that. And I'm like, no, like it is a full-time job if you're going to be like invested and have a healthy marriage.
At 40.
So I just can't see that for me again because I didn't want to get married in the first place. So I'm like, to sign up for it a second time, you know how much work we done did. I'm like, Now for him, I'd be like, I'm gonna still be warm in the grave and he gonna already be courting somebody else. But he has to have companionship. Like that's a need for him. So when we talk about it, people be like, oh, you okay with that? I'm like, I'm dead.
It's not good a man should be alone.
I am dead.
Dead and go.
I am dead.
Sleeping in my grave.
I will not care what he is on this earth doing. I am dead. Like, I am so clear on that. And it makes people feel so weird. I'm like, y'all do know, like, when you're gone, you're gone. First of all, let me tell you something. When I go to heaven, I don't ever want to come back to earth.
Listen.
Ever. I don't care if you got 3 holes.
Down here.
Leave me alone. I'm up here with Jesus. What? No. Oh, I don't. Girl, please. None of that compares to being in his presence. No.
Heaven to me.
No. Okay.
You said...
Think about it though.
So is there anything that y'all have identified that causes separation?
Silence.
Silence.
Okay. And like for her, really more so than me because she's a heavy communicator. And I have to work at communication. So silence, it just drives her up. What?
You're a public speaker. You don't have to work it.
No, communication. I have to really have my communication hat on.
Here's the problem, guys. He likes to communicate all day long. Then when he wants to walk through the door, he wants to take that hat off. And I'd be like, wait.
I need that hat.
Time out. You ain't going to give your virtual away all day.
Huh. And then go to sleep.
Home and be dusty with me. Because if I was dusty with you, you're going to have feelings about it. So go and put that hat back on and keep communicating.
But here's also the difference. Because you can be at work shooting shit. That's talking.
Bumping your gun.
I want to communicate with substance. That's different. She want that when you walk through the door. Don't shoot the shit with me.
Give me some deep.
Yes. So that's you putting the communication hat.
He's trying to put
the chit. I don't want no chitter chatter pitter pat. Right. Don't be chitter chatter pitter pat through the door.
Get you a Celsius. Okay. Come on here and talk to me. He was a
So when I say how was your day, I really mean, nigga, how was your day?
Like emotionally, how are you feeling? Yeah. What was going on? Did something set you off? Did you see something that you liked? Like all of the things. I want that. And it really doesn't take long. And then this is what's hilarious to me, right? So he'll be kind of tired when I first start like picking. Then by the time he get through, I'd be like, oh Lord.
Okay. Open that box up. Yeah. I'll be chatty Cathy.
Yeah.
But is that every day?
Nah. No. And some days are just kind of routine, but then there are other days that might be triggers, or there may be high moments or like gratitude moments that really stick out that are exhaustive. And my energy is high or whatever. Energy, we just hit a stride. And so I think that in relationships, this is what we found out, that there are strides. Like there are just recipes during the week that everything is just hidden. And you'll find like our patio is like our conversation spot when it's nice outside and we can talk and lose track of time, just enjoying each other's company. And it took a minute for us to get there, years to get there, to really realize after we both did our soul work that the other is not the other's problem. Right. That the majority of the problems that exist in the relationship have to do with the internalness of the individuals. And so once we kind of did enough work that we could appreciate one another, then appreciating the other person's perspective and our differences. We were raised completely different households, completely different cultural backgrounds. And so to appreciate those differences really enhance conversation, because she may see something completely different than I do.
Our views
and
are
vice versa.
It's crazy because like our belief system is the same, but our perspective is so different just because our lens was formed from different, societies. And so like we can have a conversation, it can be just one subject and it'll unfold a million different ways. Cause it's like, I see it 50 ways, he sees it 50 ways. And then as he's expressing how he sees it, it's illuminating for me. And then I'm like, oh, well, what about this? It's like that. So that's why it's really easy for us to lose track of time. Like literally to this day, our kids have a bedtime just so we can have our own pet.
Oh, for sure.
Believe in that?
Hell yeah.
Okay, I got to hear that.
Y'all, people used to make jokes, but like my kids have been on a sleep schedule for years because if I didn't, like we would never have a life. I firmly believe in that. Yeah. So like, that's like a whole thing.
And even if they don't go to sleep, like it's cool, but they know like, okay, y'all got to go to y'all's area of the house and wind down because y'all we're going to invest.
7:30, man. Like my kid, she's about to be dozing off here soon. So I don't know. For sure. Like, what? No. You said something just a second ago that made me think about another question that I had. You said y'all grew up completely different and y'all belief systems are the same, but y'all grew up completely different and you guys will have completely different perspectives and it just illuminates something. Right. Because of the way that you guys grew up, do you find your different sets of traumas or life experiences visiting your marriages?
Early on, absolutely. Like our first argument was, nigga, you're not my daddy. You're not about to tell me what to do with my money. And he was like,
I remember that.
He was like, what's going on here? Like, who
I thought I wanted to marry a nice girl.
he was like, I could tell, like, I shocked him when I said that because he was like, what he said was reasonable. I just feel like the way that he told me, it just felt like he was like talking at me. Like he was like in a place of being a parent, not like, hey, let's sit down and talk about finances. This is what I would like to do. What do you think about it? What do you feel about it? He was just like, I'm gonna pay the bills, but you need to use your money for the grocery. I'm like, what? I didn't say I was gonna pay for nothing up in here. You're the one who wanted to get married. So just in that moment, it immediately took me back to like, wait, I've never had a man of authority in my life. And you ain't about to come in here and just tell me what to do.
Ever.
And he was like shell shocked, like, what did I say? Like, I just said I was gonna pay all the bills. Can you just buy a grocery? Which it wasn't a bad request. It just was the way in which you communicated to me in that time. I was just like, somebody else in there? Who are you talking to?
Maybe talking to that mouse in your pocket.
Okay. Baby.
You buy the grocery.
Like,
Yeah, that was a rodeo.
Yeah. And he was just looking like, what?
Who have I married?
With you being raised by a single mother, and then you were also raised by a single mother.
Mm-hmm.
So both of y'all didn't have fathers.
Mm-hmm.
So how does that play out in y'all marriage now, and how do y'all navigate that? Because y'all are building like a whole family,
right? I think early on, it was very like obvious that we both were raised in single parent homes. I think the biggest difference was he had male mentors his whole life though. So he either had like uncles that were showing him things to do, or he had like youth pastors or pastors that would like have him over at the house like for weeks at a time. Like, so he got to observe relationships. Honestly, I can't think of one healthy marriage that I watched growing up. I mean, like my grandparents, but I didn't really watch them. And because I got to see like behind the scenes, I still knew like their areas of dysfunction. So I think that really impacted it because it formed what he wanted marriage to look like. And I had nothing built for what I wanted marriage to look like because I didn't plan on being married.
Yeah.
So that was a big thing. I feel like I think he looked at his mom being a single parent like, I don't want that for me. I want to have a family. I want to be married. And I looked at my mom as a single parent and was like, I don't like some of the choices you're making, but I like the freedom of not having to be responsible to anybody. So I just plan on making money and traveling. Like that was, my goal. So I think that's how it affected us differently. So especially when we started reproducing and having children, it was really like we got in one argument and I go, you know what? You can have the baby because this is not going to work. I said, but I'm not going to be that parent to keep you away from your child because I know this is what you have always wanted. So you can have the baby. Because I can have more if I want more.
We was rodeoing, boy.
And he was looking at me like, how could you? I said, because I love you enough and I love this baby enough that I just don't want this baby to not have their father. I said, so you can have the baby. Like, I know I can have more children. Like, it's not.
I will have another kid.
Right. But I'll also say this, like, I was so young and immature in my thinking that I wasn't even processing the fullness of what your body goes through and all of that. I'm just thinking like, this is dysfunctional and I definitely don't want to raise a kid with you in dysfunction. So I'm going to let you have this baby and I'm going to just
myself.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was interesting.
Okay.
I think that a female being married to being the daughter of a single mother, even though they were both single parent households and women were both leading them, me being a male, her being female, we saw from two different perspectives. Like she said, looking at her mother through her own eyes as an older woman of this is what I don't want, versus me looking at my mother saying, I'm going to side with my father's breakdown of how they divorced and why they divorced. So TV and those families that I was around really set the mold for the expectation of what marriage is. And so when I told her, hey, I'm going to pay the bills, you do the groceries, I'm trying to model what I saw in these TV relationships and in these households that I visited. Okay, this is how they do it. This is how it's done. So when she threw my plan off, I said, no, I'm not. I was like, hold on. Who are you? So
you give me the script, by the way.
I was gonna give it to you a play by play. I'm gonna try this first one, and this is works, and I got some more for you. And when you get done with that, I got some more for you. So it really broke more than it pissed me off. It really broke my heart, and it jolted me like, wait a minute. Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm doing. If we can't get on the same page of I do this, I sing, you rap. If we can't get on the page of just A and B, I have gotten in something that I have no clue. Just like if you get a pet iguana, you got to figure out like, what do I feed it? I got this exotic animal. I don't know how to clean the cage. I don't know what. I'm like, what there? I'm not in why. Yeah, this exotic. I'm just saying. Now you see something that you wanted, and then you get it. You like, okay, how do you care for it? Yeah. What does it need?
Dogs really only pets I even thought about asking.
I never I had a dog, but it was so. I was really a fish out of water, and then she's strong. She's vocal. She wasn't real nice all the time. She wasn't real nice. She's both of us moving through our trauma. So I'm like, man, hey, she's talking with her hands, and I'm like, the only thing I know to do is fight. Like,
yeah.
Ooh, so it was rough. Yeah. I was in waters that I had not swam in years.
He had never been in those waters. I pulled him in the deep end. He was like,
oh, wait, what? We got to do part 2.
Okay, come on.
Okay. You made a statement. You said it broke my heart and it shook me.
Yeah.
Walk us through one, I guess, portion or phase of y'all's marriage where y'all broke each other's hearts.
Ooh, who goes first? What? So,
how did y'all navigate through that? And it's 7:15, by the way.
Okay. So, I answer real quick. So, actually, I don't think we told you this story. It was actually Marcus, involved Marcus, the one that comes to the top of mind at first. So we had let out of church, and I'm pastoring at this time. So I'm talking, socializing, and shaking hands. And
I just have to interject this. When we first got married, he hated to talk to people after church. Literally on the ride to church, he would say, okay, when church is out, I want you to go through this door. I'm going to go through this door. We're going to meet at the car. So we can go home. So then he decided to flip the script. So now he's talking.
So I'm talking. So I take Marcus home. Marcus is a single young man, decided that him bringing him to the faith. So I take him home. So I can't remember if she had been calling me or it was late. So I get home and the bedroom door is locked. So I go to jiggle the door. I'm like, hey, open the door. She was like, nah, nigga. So I could just see it back behind the door. Since you want to be out talking to the church people all night, then you just sleep out there. That's where you want to be at anyway. I can't remember if I got mad first. I think I was in shock. Like, I know this was not. So it really drove me to like, what am I going to do? But I really felt like, are you doing this? So it was minimal, but I just could not believe that the bedroom door was like, and she was not joking. Like, it wasn't no prank. I'm looking for Ashton Kutcher. I can't find him. She was set on, you sleep
real good that night
on the couch. So long story short, that I'm done. I said, okay, I'm going to be petty. I got all of my stuff. Instead of going to the couch, I said, I'm going to sleep at the church. So I slept at the church for like 3 nights.
Why did that act, her locking you out, where did that take you?
I'm in this by myself. And, how ministry was presented to me, it was, do it together. So I'm like, I think I started to process, we're not going to make it. Even though just something that little, that minute. Yeah. We're talking about a 22-year-old brain. Yeah. I'm like, let me just go ahead and start bringing this altitude of this plane down so we can land it.
23 and 24.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is interesting to hear him say that because that's exactly how I felt. I was like, so you don't know any form of balance. I'm at this house, caring for this house, caring for the people that you keep bringing in this house for me to care for outside of like just our daughter. Cause we only had Mackenzie at the time, but we had, one time we counted over 40 something people have lived with us.
In 18 years.
Like in 18 years. And in that house specifically, I think 5 different people came through that house. And we were only in that house for like 2.5 years. Yeah. So we had 5 different, like not kids.
That's very sacrificial at that young age.
Very sacrificial. And we had like 5 different adults, different ranges. I mean, like from teenagers to older people that was like, at one point we had to move our daughter's bed out of her room into our master bedroom, which means now we barely have space to try to accommodate more people. And I'm looking at him like, Do you not realize the sacrifice that I'm already making for you every single day? And now injury to insult. You don't think to communicate, to call me, to text me, to say anything. You just expect me to have a smile on my face and open arms. Oh, no. You're going to learn today.
Or it's locked.
Locked. And then I think he thought that because he left and went to the church, I was going to like call, like, oh, Daddy, come on. No. He didn't. He really underestimated how I was raised and the amount of strength that was in my spirit. Oh, baby, you want to go? Stay home. Because you had, in my mind, you had already chosen the church over your family. You made that really obvious to me. And now you're just fortifying what I already feel. So, yeah, I'm about to stand on business, baby. The show must go on. I got a daughter to take care of.
It was like 19 years.
Girl, exactly.
I'm telling you.
It's okay.
But you know what?
Marcus getting everything. It's okay.
No, Marcus wasn't even staying with us. That's how he did this here.
Yeah.
We're like, what up you?
Just trying to get God.
And he just thought that was so like.
Mark, he's the reason why we got a divorce.
Marcus, it was not your fault. What kind of phone did you have back then?
Man, that was
with the keyboard. I'm like, he knew how to send a text message. He knew how to make a phone call.
Yeah.
And Marcus is not the type of person to be like, oh, no, don't call out. You know what I mean? So, like,
yeah. It was all you, John.
Yeah. Oh, and that made him even madder. Right.
See, these were good. Come on. Tulsa Tea Party.
I can do a part.